Mike, real quick, ESPN did a deep dive into the prospects for 2023, the rookies. And it's kind of funny because obviously they're talking about Bijan Robinson, and they say that Bijan Robinson has been exactly what Atlanta anticipated. And this goes back to when Coach Art was asked last week before they broke mandatory minicamp. Coach Art was asked about would he, the traits he saw in Bijan Robinson. And Coach Arthur said, do we have buyer's remorse? If that's what you're asking, the answer is no. He's been everything that you could ask for. And on Tuesday, Robinson was the last player off the field, signing autographs and then getting in the extra work on the jugs machine.
Right. Everything we've seen and everything we've heard so far.
This is from last week, again, when they were on the field. But, yeah, I don't think there's going to be any buyer's remorse, guys. They didn't draft him not doing it in a confident manner. They did it, as a matter of fact, in a cocky way. We now know this. Everybody in the room was like, he's there, done. We're taking this guy, and we knew he was going to possibly be there. They didn't take him, shaking in their boots going, oh, I don't know, well, maybe we shouldn't, maybe we shouldn't. They were very confident in this decision because, Mike, they had a plan on how they're going to use it.
Right, and right now, everybody, because there's not much to talk about because this is kind of the lean time after the mandatory mini camps wrap up. There's not much to talk about other than guys like Jonathan Taylor for the Colts saying, man, what's going on with the running back pay scale? Or, why did Dalvin Cook get released by the Vikings? The guy's rushing for 1,000 yards. Yeah, I mean, maybe running backs aren't going to be making as much as they were. Who knows? Maybe Bijan Robinson changes that trend. Saquon Barkley and the Giants have got until, yesterday. It's coming to July 17th is a D-Day for the Giants on what they're going to do as far as tagging Saquon to try to come up with a contract. But the contract the Giants would come up would be less than the last highest-paid running back got. So there's a lot of folks out there projecting all the other running back issues onto us, and we haven't seen this guy play it down yet. We're going to maybe use him a little bit differently than some of those workhorse backs. We talked about it yesterday. You and I brought up Ezekiel Elliott. His production just fell off a cliff. But I just think you got to trust Arthur Smith and how this guy's going to be used as, Carl, the ultimate weapon. They're going to use him all over the place.
There are very few guys that are making 10 or more. They're just at that position. They just are. And the norm is, Mike, between 6 and 8. And those are the really good running backs that are getting that. The elite guys are getting 10, and the Cowboys are paying Pollard $10 million coming off the injury, and they let Zeke go. But McCaffrey's getting 16, and everybody thinks that's the going rate. It's not. That's not the going rate right now.
Right.
He is a special player who commanded that salary because he does so much more. But every running back that thinks they need to be getting 16, including Saquon Barkley, which is, apparently turned down $14 million, Mike.
Which is foolish.
It's foolish.
It just, the market has changed. And look, I get it, but we said Kamara's a different type of dude. He got a big contract, but McCaffrey's, as you said, was kind of a game changer because of the things he does, the same things you're going to see with Bijan. Now, look, some guys said, well, wasn't Bijan a workhorse for Texas? Well, was he a workhorse for Texas? I mean, people are worried that he's going to come in banged up. The dude is a physical freak.
He is.
But are you worried about the wear and tear?
No. Because this isn't Earl Campbell or, for that matter, Ricky Williams toting the ball.
But that was a knock on McCaffrey, right? Remember McCaffrey took off the Sun Bowl. Everyone freaked out. The guy's had like a gazillion carries when he was at Stanford.
He did. And he was their offense. I mean, I get it. But that is not my concern, only because even at Texas, they still threw the football a lot.
Right.
It wasn't as if they were handing the ball off to Bijan, 35 times a game. 404-726-0929. Here's what we're getting to, guys. He's going to be fine. Everything's going to be fine. He's been everything you could imagine through all the stuff that he's had to go through so far since he's been here. Coach Art is vouching for that. And ESPN is basically saying, hey, look, we're looking at all these rookies. And what does it look like? Well, he looks the part, and that's all you want right now. I don't know if I could ask for more than that, Mike. I will tell you this. Bryce Young looks the part, right? In Carolina. We're hearing all these great things about Bryce Young. That's all you can ask for right now. I don't know if we could assume that there would be more to say about it because we haven't seen him in a real game situation yet.
And look, it's tough because you and I were talking about, I believe in Bryce Young. I've said, why do you have to compare him to other mobile quarterbacks when that's not really what he does? He's more like a Drew Brees type. Drew Brees was a shorter in stature guy. But let's hope that we can totally upset his rhythm because if he's really good, then he's going to be a thorn in our side for a decade, in Carolina. Let's hope they didn't get it right. But I think they did. I got to be honest, I think they did.